all hearing the sounds of my cat going to the bathroom. Oh, God, what a day. Make sure the stream is running. Oh, okay, because it's doing the thing. It's not doing the thing. You gotta tune this bad boy up. The only problem with this guitar is that if I tune the high E string from the bottom tuner, it tends to pop the string. I don't know why. I'm not gonna take any chances. I also like changing my strings together. Good enough. All right. So the world's going insane. Good enough. I need to warm up today, boy. I'm sore. Yesterday, I went fucking hams playing like ridiculous arpeggios at 300 BPM. My hands are like, yo, dude, what are you doing? what are you doing, bro? Nothing makes me happier than get back in my pajamas and play some metal. Where do we start today? Gem Roulette. Do we go back to like the drum tracks or we do a solo first? Let's see. Start from this, see. I think I can find something. Okay, let's see. Where do we start tonight? Power metal in E minor. That looks interesting. Thank you. A little louder. I got one more. There we go. You can barely hear it. Oh, sorry, this is the warm-up round, and I just stretched the strings out of tune, so we gotta fix it. Cause I'll play by ear, and then I start like bending the strings to pull it in tune, and then I look down, I'm in the wrong position, cause I actually bent up a whole fucking step, and it's just not right. So right from the beginning, we just warm up and fix this as we go, so I don't keep torturing myself. Oh God. We totally like bent it a whole fucking pitch out. I'm like wondering why every time I hit the fuck, I'm like, am I in the wrong position? I'm like, no, I'm just literally a fucking half step out of tune. Oh, that's a little better. That was weird. Ugh. Okay, where the hell are we? That's better. Now I'm getting warmed up. Oh God. Takes me a second sometimes, you know? Oh God. Probably came and said, this guy sucks. Well, what was that going to do? Fucking this shit. I need another shot of whiskey for this stupid shit. Oh, God. My teeth hurt, my back hurts, my fucking soul hurts from watching the news all fucking day. Oh, God. I should just pour a full shot at the beginning of the stream, but I don't do that because I'm afraid of getting drunk. I get like little baby shots, and then I'm like, I need more. It's just something else that's just annoying. I don't like that kind of music. Just making believe I can play it. Compare notes. Oh, that was a lucky ending. Fucking lucky. up, Hayes? I'm trying to warm up here. Same riff 20 more times. Sorry. Some fucking cheesy 80s ass shit. Alright, I don't think anybody's really hanging out tonight, so I'm just gonna slip through them. Oh my god. Oh! There we go. Crack the wrists. Yesterday I pulled off some crazy fucking 300 BPM for fucking no string arpeggio things. My hands are sore. So I'm gonna do a slow warm up. I know, Appa, I know, I'm not on point today. But it's fucking Sunday. And I played till like 1 in the morning yesterday. Can I get a little reprieve, Master Appa? No, that's what I thought. You know, sometimes it seems like the only words in your vocabulary are now and no. You have some other words. But you've been saying now and no a lot. Bite me, you fat fuck. The Appa's the boss of the channel, you know? Hopefully I'll be able to get to sleep early. My body has not been agreeing with me at all. The body's been revolting. Can I find something more interesting than that riff? It's annoying. Same key? Here, ma. No. I tried to slip in that fucked up diminished chord that's like the upside down one. For no reason. I know, but it gets boring when it's the same riff twice over and over again. How many times have you know? You gotta drive the fucking bus off the cliff sometimes. here. I didn't think anybody was here. I was just fucking around, making a fucking mess. How you doing, girl? You watching the world end? We gotta play something pretty now that you're here. Hold on. Here's something pretty. I can't be being a jerk off from my. Yeah. I didn't think anybody was around, so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna fucking drive the bus off the cliff and see how far I can get. You know, every once in a while, you gotta like just, you know, go fucking Grand Theft Auto and just drive the fucking bus right off the fucking bridge. I used to be pretty decent, you know. Thank you. I used to be pretty good. Now I just take advantage of my tism. it out. Come on, you made it through that shit show. Thank you, love. I appreciate you thinking I'm still a decent musician. It makes me feel happy in the inside. I'm just trying to survive the apocalypse and not fucking hurt anyone, you know? That's my goal here. How is Jersey treating you? I hope it's fucking... Fuck out of this guitar. These strings gotta go. Oh, I gotta open this up. Oh, I gotta open this up before I break, because every time I tune that other string from down there, it pops. I'm too tired to be fixing strings tonight. Okay, good enough. I gotta change the shape of this fucking thing. I don't want to, because I'm tired and lazy. Okay, no one wants to hang out with me. You just come in, say a sentence, and then run away. It's okay. Oh my god! Yeah, I gotta change the strings. They're bent. They're so fucked up that it's not. Oh, I could have skin on them. Yeah, that's like fucking teenage. Oh yeah. This is all my dead skin from. I don't know if you can see the black stuff on the pick. That's probably the reason why it's not doing the thing. It's really like that's my shredded calluses and my skin that's falling off the fucking. Oh my god! That's all parts of me. I don't know if you can see the black thing on my finger. That's. Oh god. Oh, now it's on my finger. Well, I guess we're tuning again. Oh my god. Let's really clean this off. Make sure we get the rest of it. Those little bits. I don't know my guitar towel went. I have a special towel to wipe the guitar with, and I don't even know what the fuck it is. I don't know what happened. But Jesus Christ. Yeah, but Daddy fucked up. Daddy fucked up and has to fix it. I've had this guitar for I haven't changed the strings except for the E string, and I haven't opened the other locks. That's how long it stayed in tune without me. What the fucking? It's this one. Oh no, F. Yes, Appa, I hear you. Are you shaming me for not changing my strings? I know I should do it, but I was too lazy and I just don't care. I don't want to hear that bright tingy sound of fucking new strings. I don't like it. There we go. I know, Appa, you're the boss. I know you're the boss, Appa. You're the fucking boss. No one's ever gonna question if you're the boss. I promise you. No one's gonna question it. Okay, let's see if this is any better. Intonation's fucked. Great. Just great. Oh no, it's not. What's that? Oh, it's close enough. Is anybody still here? Am I just talking to myself? I know people were here before. I'm just talking to myself. I'm gonna take a fucking break, because what the fuck? You wanna say hi, Apple? Okay, you don't have to. I don't think anybody's still here. So, people said hi before. You could have came and said hi before, Apple, but no one's here now. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? What do you think I should do, Appa? Oh, you want treats? You want treats? Okay, I'll give you some treats. Come on. But you're fucking fat, you know that, right? I give you too many, you just shit yourself, so take it easy. You're getting fucking spoiled. It ain't good for you if you eat too many. You're gonna shit yourself. You're not fucking sick. You're shitty ass butt. I don't want to smell that shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. No wonder why you fucking want treats. You just fucking, what the hell are you doing here? Bro. Bro. Jesus Christ. Bro. How does an animal so small shit so much? What the fuck did you do here? Oh my God. Bro. Jesus fucking. Dude. If it wasn't for the world's greatest cat litter, I'd lose my fucking mind, because I can just flush it down the toilet. But holy fuck, man. That was bad. I forgot to put the vent on, so when the cat crapped in his bathroom, the whole fucking, I was like, oh my God, what a smell. You can't be mad at them, you know. But it's just sometimes you gotta wonder how something so small can shit so much. God. But you know. What is this? What were we playing? Oh yeah, right, the strings are dirty. I don't want to play this shit. I don't want to play this either. I don't care about any of this stuff right now. I'm going back to grindcore like last night. It's just YouTube's giving me now. Can I play some grindcore? Because that's actually the most fun stuff to play. What's this? Meow, meow. I just gave you treats. You want to come say hi? Oh, you want attention. You want to say hi. Come on. Come on. Stop being a brat. Come up here. Come up. Come up. Come up. Hop up. Come on. You want me to pick you up, fat fuck. And you just gonna run away. Oh my god, you're so heavy. Hi, I'm Appa. I like to annoy my daddy when he's playing guitar. And then sit on his face and sit on his chest to make him more hairy. And then ask for food because I don't have thumbs. Right? That's what you do? It's your life mission? Okay. You done with me? I got my exercise in. No one's really talking. So I don't really know how long I'm going to stay on. What's this? I don't know this one. corny. But I got the fucking notes on it at least. I almost hit it. Oh God. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I really appreciate that. That's really nice of you. It's really nice of you to come and say, you know, most of the people, you know, just come in and go, play Freebird. Or they come in, download the video and leave. So it's very appreciated. I appreciate you. Thank you. You've been here before, haven't you? My poor guitar needs some love. I really appreciate that. That's really nice of you. Come in and hang out with me in the basement of the internet. The most blacklisted shadow band basement of the internet. I got hundreds of people. You know that I'm on like all the bad boy lists from the FBI to Antifa. Like literally, like everyone's out to get me. Like literally, like, you know. So I've been shoved to the basement of the internet. I used to get like 3,000 viewers for a stream, you know. And then they said, they literally went to my channel. We're gonna get you, and we have people at YouTube, and we're gonna make sure you never make it. Like literally, what happened. But, you know. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But you know what? Little did I know that I already, like, did everything I wanted to do. So, like, everything's extra. I don't care. It's like, I just don't care anymore. You know, if 5 people come, 5,000 people come, it doesn't make a difference to me. I'm going to have to change these strings. They're hurting. They're, like, actually hurting. I beat them so badly that they don't want to stay on anymore. What's your favorite kind of music? Well, no, I mean, you know, when I was younger, I got to play with all like my favorite bands. You know, like all the bands I listened to when I was a teenager, I got to play with when I was in my 20s. So like, what else can I do? Like, you know, like, so like they want to like kick me out of the music industry, you know, because I'm not a communist. I'm like, who am I going to play for? You know, like where am I going to go play? Like there's nowhere to play. You know, they're like, what's the point? So like, I just like to play, you know, so I get to hang out and talk shit, you know, It makes me happy. So a few people come and they think it's good, you know? Well, exactly, you know, like that's what I mean. So it's like I'm very grateful. Like, you know, it was hard. Don't get me wrong. Like, it was a lot of suffering, but like, how many kids, you know, get to fucking live out their childhood dream for any amount of time? You know what I mean? So it's like everything's extra, you know. I'm going to. What kind of music do you like the best? Like what? 'Cause I like the fucking crazy blah, 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 blah stuff and like death metal, but like, you know, nobody really likes that stuff. So. I am drinking Evan Williams. It is the only thing I drink. It's Evan Williams. I should be sponsored by them. So I was in the band. We only drink vodka. There's only Tito's vodka or like Stoli or some stuff from like fucking Lafayette. But before I left New York, one of my students, he was my keyboard player. He's a cop. He's like, "Yo, D, you gotta try." I wasn't even drinking at the time. You know what I mean? You gotta try this. And I hate whiskey. You made me try this fucking whiskey. I'm like, wow, this is really good. So, Evan Williams is my best friend. You know, at least when I'm like home alone playing guitar. I won't drink by myself otherwise. Like I only come on the stream, I have a couple of shots, that's it. And then maybe like before I go to bed, like if I'm by myself, I'll have like one shot. So this has like been an excuse for me to like practice and drink. Ah, okay. You have a twin brother. That's Apple. You want to say hi? Say hi to Stephanie. I've always assumed that everybody who comes online is faking their name, so I have to assume you're a boy until you prove otherwise, but I'll play along. Come here, Apple. You want to say hi? Okay, well, come up. Stop, yeah, come on. Come on. There you go. He wants to say hi. He's intent on saying hello right this moment, very moment, right? You want to do the kitty AMSMR? Do the kitty was it ASMR? Come on, give him the kitty ASMR. He's mad because when I had my gaming channel for like 5 years, religiously, I would be playing games and like destroying people and would be streaming for like 8 hours and he would be on my lap upside down and I used to pin him so I have the keyboard and he'd be sitting under the keyboard and that was his favorite place. And since they ruined my gaming channel, I haven't been doing that, so now he sees me playing guitar and he's like, "Dad, what the fuck? That's my spot. Why is that fucking thing in your hand?" Oh, I'm not fat. I'm not fat. Oh God, that's good. That's good. That's how you have to start the conversation. I'm not fat. So that means you're not a communist or a liberal. Well, I'm looking for a second girlfriend because I have a girlfriend that lives 3,000 miles away. So I believe you. Every Stephanie I've ever known was super sweet and super cute. I don't think I've ever met a Stephanie that was fat. Now, the 3 infernal names for women was Cynthia. Oh my God, there was 3 names, and I just brain farted. But Cynthia is like the number 1 name. Like they're all crazy. And then what the fuck was her name? Oh my God, I just brain farted. But there's 3 names that me and all my boys decided were like the infernal names that we never will ever. Well, you wouldn't be hanging out with me if you were a liberal, I'll tell you that right now. I was talking to my friend about this. Like, I got attacked because I was like a famous promoter in New York, and like I was like a performer. And around 2012, we marked the timeline where transsexuals and transgender people, there's a difference, and that's the timeline where the transgender Transformers came out, and you can see that was the moment where this whole segment, like the fat positive people, and like all these like weird, it's ma'am, and like all these like weird people came into the world and tried to make that normal, and all the normal people were like, well, we have to be nice to these weird people. So, like, it was 2012, I remember, because I was doing the parties, and it was like this switch where all these like weird, ugly, fat, like, like guys that were like making believe they were trans, but they're really just cross-dressers, but they were saying they were transsexual, and they were literally like the ugly, bad cross-dressers, because in New York City you see everything fucking crazy. So they were just bad cross-dressers. But they wanted to be trans, and trying to compete with like these like, you know, Blair White type, you know? That was the moment. The Transformer Borg. That was the moment where everything went to shit. And then I got attacked by them, and I didn't understand why. Because I was a trainer. I was really Diesel back then. I looked like a superhero. And I was started getting like all this hate mail and shit. I didn't understand why. And I didn't realize that in this weird leftist ideology, me being a man in shape is like, instantly I'm like alt-right because I work in a gym. Well, I'm sorry you had to go to New York, because New York is a fucking shithole. No one should ever go there. It should like be flooded underwater and never be seen again. The only thing I miss from New York is Chinatown. Because like, you know, and like the Tai Chi people, like the old Chinese guys I used to work with, and like my friends in the Chinese, you know, martial art world. Aside from that, and there's one restaurant on Pell Street. It's like if they can just save that for me, and like if I can just like helicopter there, it would make me feel better. But I have nothing to go back to. Like everyone got corrupted by the mind virus, and whoever didn't get corrupted by the mind virus is dead. So I really have no one or nothing to go back to. Right? You know, it is what it is. I'm in North Carolina now. I'm by the beach. I started off in the mountains, and now I'm by the beach in North Carolina. What about you? Where are you from? Damn what? I mean, North Carolina, or damn that fucking all the people I know became fucking weird, brainwashed, liberal, ugly, fat, crazy people. Because they all fucking lost their mind. I don't know how delayed the stream is. But yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Like the fucking, I remember the exact moment that communist fucking weird shit happened, and everyone got ugly and stupid and crazy. What else, though? Can I stand up for a fucking second without you yelling at me? All you do is complain. You're overfed. You have 5 beds. What do you fucking want from my life? What in the fuck do you want from me, bro? Oh. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not... Like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna, like... I was trained to be this Roman ninja, samurai, fucking Buddhist warrior guy. I can't, like, be a little bitch about it. He's a boy. That's my son. He definitely owns the place. Appa's the king of the castle. I'm just his fucking servant. He sleeps where he wants. He does what... No, he's actually really good. Like, he listens really well. Like, so he's not a cat. He's my familiar. You know, it's not like my cat. So, like, people that know me, I'm like, the fucking Madame Cleo on the internet. Like, my psychic prediction shit. So I was with my ex, this is like 7 years ago or 8 years ago. And she's like, I want a cat. I'm like, you can't even take care of a fucking a goddamn fish. I want a cat. I said, okay, listen, we're going to get a cat. This cat is going to come to us. It'll be golden white. And she knew already, like, if I say anything, she's like, okay. 3 months, I forget about this fucking thing. My next door neighbor, 4 houses down, 5 houses down, he goes to me, yo, D, you got a cat? I'm like, no. And I'm in townhouses next to this place called Marine Park. There's like Brooklyn row houses. We don't have, there's like 100 houses on the block. And I'm in the apartment on the bottom floor. He's telling me there's this fucking cat in front of my door every night screaming to come into my house. There's 100 doors. He picked my door. I'm like, I know what you're talking about. 3 weeks from there, 4 o'clock in the morning, I come back from working at an event. I'm like, I gotta throw the garbage out. As soon as I pick up the garbage bag, I walk to the door. I'm like, watch this cat be there. So I open the fucking door, and it was 2 steps to go up. And he's standing there looking at me. It's like 4 in the morning. He goes, meow. I go, dude, do you want to come inside? I open the door, and he just walks in the house, goes right on my bed, and lays upside down, and that was it. It's like, I've claimed you as my human. The universal cat distribution system has claimed you, and you're my human now. And he didn't want nothing to do with my ex-girlfriend. He was just all about me. It's a universal cat distribution system. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't want a cat. I'm allergic to most cats. Kittens will kill me. Like, he's long-haired, so I can deal with him. But, I'm a dog person. I like cats. But I wouldn't go out of my way to buy a cat or go get a cat. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the universe, he decided he chose me. And I couldn't, what am I supposed to fucking do? Like, what am I supposed to do? You know? And she wanted him. But then she wound up getting abducted and put in a mental institution, so I wound up keeping him. So, but it was funny because, like, he just immediately was like on me. She's like, he loved you so much. She was like jealous because she wanted the cat, you know, because I was always working. But he loved me to death, and that was it. I got him, like, I think he was like a little under a year old. What kind of dogs you got? I had a pit bull, but he died. His ashes are underneath the fucking TV over there. He died on Christmas. Maybe, wait, how many years is it already? It's a year, what was it, a year and 8 months, 9 months? He died on Christmas Eve. And I, you know, it's like he got real funny, he had a limp, and I prayed, like, okay, you know, give him a couple more months, I'm giving him some, and he got healthy again. And I just, like, you know, like, treated him like a little prince for the next couple of months, and then he died on Christmas Eve. Actually, oh, sorry. He died Christmas night at 11:59. Literally. 11:59 Christmas night. So Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And it was like, my Christmas gift was he stayed alive for an extra 5 months. And I got to, like, you know, he had his little dog friends, and it was cute. It was a gift. You know, it was a gift. Like I have a lot of people that died. Like my teacher died on my grandmother died on my birthday. The dog died on Christmas. Like all my holidays, somebody, you know. But it's my guides do that to make sure that, you know. But I that's what I asked for. I asked for him to, like, you know, and he died in the house on his bed. You know, and he was home. Like, I couldn't. What more could I ask for him? Like, I tried my best to give him, like, you know, a good life. You know, like, he gave me a fucking present. Like, he died. He had to die in the house. He didn't get hit by a car. You know, up to his, like, I for a couple months I had to walk him with a fucking thing and walk him like this, and it was, you know, he had lost his leg, but then he got better, and then he had a seizure on Christmas Eve, and there was no vets open, so I couldn't take him anywhere. So I was like, okay, this is time to go. And he just stayed in bed, like, and that was it for 2 days. And I was waiting for him to die for 2 days, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. But, I mean, it was a horrible experience, but at the same time, it's a blessing because I spent 5-6 years, you know, like, I couldn't do anything because I'm by myself. I couldn't go outside. I had to make sure I'm there every fucking 3 hours to walk him. Like, I make sure he takes, you know, medicine, you know. And for him to be able to go in his bed You know, like I had an apartment that he had, like, the lawn was right there, and you get to go outside. You know, and we got him because he got thrown out of a fucking truck on the highway and put in a plastic garbage bag and threw him in the truck, and we picked him up from the ASPCA thing. So, I mean, what more can I ask for? You know what I mean? I mean, it was a shitty fucking holiday. That's why I don't celebrate holidays. But at least I can say, like, you know, I did the best I could with him, you know, being by myself during the fucking coof, 5,000, like 1,200 miles away from home. I don't know anybody. Taking care of a fucking elderly fucking dog with, you know, like, he's fucking pissing and shitting everywhere. So, like, I couldn't really ask for more. You know what I mean? Like, they gave me a couple extra months when he was healthy for a 20-year-old dog. And also, it's like, it's really hard to get apartments because he's technically a pit bull. You know, American Staffordshire Terrier. So it was really hard to get apartments, like, you know. But I can't complain. Because, like, it could have been worse, you know what I mean? You could, like, you know, had to go through surgeries and this and that. Like, had another dog called Lunchbox, and he died on Thanksgiving because my fucking teacher had him. And he took him for, like, he had a little tumor, and they took it out on Thanksgiving Eve. And he died. He went home on Thanksgiving, and he died. Because the fucking veterinarian was a scumbag, and he shouldn't have did the procedure. He died from the shock. So that's another one, Thanksgiving. I'll play one of my songs. Because this stuff I just do for exercise. I don't give a fuck about any of these songs. There's two songs that I like, you know, that I actually like. It would be this one. So if you want to hear, like, actually what that's what I like. That's actually my stuff. Well, it actually is a metal track. It's actually this song. This is the same song. It's the exact same song. It's literally the same song. Because when I hear my metal tracks, I hear them as classical orchestras. Like, it's my autism, you know? So my whole goal as a kid was to write these like crazy symphonies with electric guitar and drums. That was my whole goal in life, you know? And I almost made it. But the population, there's never going to be a time where the population will wear suits and come to a metal concert, you know? It's way too out there. And this one I did on my birthday last year, but then I got poisoned and almost died. I had this contract, my buddy sent me up with this contract for the distribution of my music, and right before I should start working with them, I got poisoned, and I almost died for the third time since I've been here. Yeah. The fucking dentist almost killed me because they found out I wasn't a liberal. So, it was bad. It was fucking crazy. Like, they were drilling me with no Novocaine, they broke like 8 of my teeth. It was fucked up. And then it took me like 3 years to recover. I'm still recovering. He gave me the wrong medication, and then like my stomach freaked out, and like I almost died. But anyway, this was, it's fucked up. That's why I don't trust anybody. But this is on my birthday. My birthday fell right before the Saturn retrograde. So this is what I put out to like show off to like this company. So I wanted to do film scores. That was my goal. Really? July 15th. Cancer, Aries, Leo. My Trinity sign thing. But I follow my moon sign more. Like I kind of like more the Aries, Leo, than the Cancer. It's weird. Oh shit! We're the most psychic sign. I was just thinking that. Here you go. There you go. That's my band email. You can send me. I'm curious to see what you look like. I swear I'm not fat. Listen, I'm Puerto Rican. I like a little junk in the trunk. You know, I'm a freak, so a little junk is fine. As long as that's sloppy. But these liberals are they're like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. They're fucking bleeding all over the place. Like, it's bad. It's fucking scary. It's pretty scary out there. Like it's a scary place. I always tell people because I had I was a performer. I literally had a harem. I'm not gonna lie. So I always tell people God send me whoever the girl's gonna be is with me, and tell them like I told you I'm looking for a second girlfriend. Literally, my girlfriend's 3,000 miles away, and we've both been talking about me finding a second girlfriend because what was on myself. Oh, you're. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've always said this. Irish girls have the best pussy ever, like by far. And you know, like I have an Asian thing where I think Asians are the best, like, you know, like girlfriends. You know, and then Irish is second. But Irish girls have the best pussy. Like it just is what it is. Like you can't. Like when it comes down to like statistical probabilities of vagina, like Irish girls have the best. Like, they just have the best pussy. It is what it is. It really. It's just. It's. I'm like listen, I don't lie. Like, you know, like don't hang out with me if you want someone who's gonna be like a liar and some bullshit artist. I'm not gonna do that. That's why people don't like me, because I tell the truth. I'm blunt about it. It's by tism. Irish girls have, like, by far, like, overall, when you look at proportions of Irish girls, they always have the best bodies, and, like, their pussies are fucking, like, top notch. Like, it's just true. Like, I'm sorry. You may be my second girlfriend I'm looking for. Like, I'm not, like, I'm telling you honestly, I was just talking to some, like, you know, like, I have a girl that lives, like, 3,000 miles away. I see her, like, once or twice a year. And I'm like, I need a second girlfriend. Like, I used to always be poly. I always had, like, 3 or 4 girls. Like, there's one time I had 9 girls. That was with my girlfriends. You know, but I'm old. I don't have time for that shit. You know what I mean? I don't have time for that shit. Pompey comes around here all the time. And Pompey, don't be a cock block, all right? Me and Stephanie are having a moment. He's okay. He's okay. But, no, send your picture. I mean, you know. But I'm being completely honest with you. That's the thing people don't like, is I'm really honest. Like, you know. they can't handle it. And they find out, like, who I really am, like, and what I was doing. Like, it's hard for people to handle it. Because, like, you know, they can't put me in this little box to understand, like, who I am and what I do and what I believe in. It's like their brain explodes. And it hurts their feelings. I can't tell you that, especially online. Right now, I literally have 1,000 people that want, like, to rob me and kill me. My phone was just hacked yesterday. I'm on an Antifa list, on an FBI list. I can't give you information like that. But am I old enough to be hot? Am I still hot? I have a nice butt and a fucking huge cock. I mean, what do you fucking want to know? I have a huge cock, a nice ass, and a fucking great cat. Like, you want to come cuddle? Like, you know, what am I fucking tell you? You know, does it matter how old I am? You know, I'm young enough to still get my dick up, and I'm fucking old enough to get, you know, like, to be smart about it. Like, what do you want me to fucking tell you? You know, like I'm young enough to be cute and old enough to not fucking be stupid. Well, I gave you the email. Send me, you know. I did send you the right email, right? Because like, I've been drinking. It should be the right email. I mean, you know, I'm still cute. You know what I mean? I'm still cute. Everything still works. I'm still, you know, I'm still a kinky freak. I was a professional rope bondage rigger, so you never be out. You know, there would be fucking lack of entertainment. But the truth of the matter is, I'm a boring person. Like, you know, like I'm like, I've always been like the weird, like, ninja old man. You know, I sit at home. I fucking do, like, you know, weird things. I practice kung fu. I meditate. I don't eat meat. I fucking play with my cat, and I fucking try to save the world. Yeah, Gmail. Just make sure I was spelling it right. So at Gmail, that's my band account. Because it's the God Project, you know, G-O-D, Guiding of Divinity. Wait, what state are you in? How far away are you? I need another fucking girl 3,000 miles away from me. Oh my god. Oh, Memphis. Oh, No, so you're not that far away. I was just in Lincoln. I was 3 hours away. Now I'm like 6 hours from you. You should have fucking messaged me a couple months ago. We could have had a threesome. It would have been awesome. 8 hours? I'm by the water. I don't want to say exactly where I am right now, but I'm in Wilmington. I can actually tell because there's videos of me here. So I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina right now. I just left Lincolnton, and then I was by the mountains. So I was by the fuck's the name of this? Oh my god, I've been drinking too much. So there was 2 mountains in Gaston County, and then fucking what's the other one? Near Ranlow, there's a mountain, Spencer Mountain, and that was near another mountain. Crowder's Mountain. I literally lived right at the foot of the mountain. And was there for a while. Shut up, what? I literally just left Lincolnton. I recorded a fucking death metal album in the fucking studio there. I like the country better. I like the Hicks. Like, I get along with them better. Even, like, I don't like this, like, weird, like, I came here because of the company, like, I'm trying to build a business here, and it was, safer for me, but, like, I like country people. I like living in the, Yeah, you look like them? Like, what do you mean I look like who? What do you mean? What's that mean? I'm not crazy. Oh, maybe I'm crazy. I don't fucking know. What does that mean? I understand country people. Like, they make more sense to me. I don't like the city people. Like, even, like, my entire life, like, I have, like, the weird fucking, like, my IQ's too high, my fucking tism. And also, like, I come from, like, Puerto Rico, so, like, my family were Puerto Rican cowboys from the rainforest. Like, they were, like, Hicks. And people don't know about that. They think, because, like, Puerto Rico now is not, like, from the 30s and the 40s, like, it was a completely different place. It was the cowboys. They were American cowboys on this island. So my family were these Puerto Rican cowboys, which is really weird. I know it sounds weird, but that's literally what it is. Habanero, they call them. They're cowboys. They're just cowboys, but they're from the island, like a Caribbean island. Like, they wear the hats, they ride the horses, they do all the things. But country people make more sense to me. The community, and I just don't believe that I don't believe Jesus would be a Christian. I respect them. But I can't. It's hard for me because I'm very country, even though I didn't grow up in the country. I'm like, my soul's country, but I can't go to. I first moved down to Gaston County. I went across to South Carolina, and I'm sitting in this restaurant, and by myself, I rolled like a sport bike, and I'm just looking at Google Maps for places to go. And I go to this restaurant. It's this little restaurant in the middle of nowhere, and I go in, and like everyone's looking at me like, "Who's this boy?" And I sit down at the front desk. I'm like, eating grits and fucking eggs, or whatever. And it was just so strange because like everyone was like staring me down, And then like these guys come, "How you doing?" Blah blah blah, And like everyone's got a gun. I'm like, and I never felt safer in my life. And then this lady and her husband came from the other room. Someone told them I was there, and I still have her number in my fucking wallet. And she's like, "Oh, why don't you come to my church?" And I'm like, "Well, I just moved down here, and like, I'm not really sure, like, She's like, well, if you want to make it around these parts, you gotta. And it was like the fucking Illuminati of the church. Like, she was like, they literally like recruiting me. Like, they were gonna get me married, having a fucking hog, the whole thing. Make sure it's spelled correctly. Make sure I spelled it correctly. It's guidingourdivinity@gmail.com. That's my band email. So the only thing that's associated with that is my Spotify. My whatever the fuck. If you look kind of Asian, and you're 37, you're gonna be my number 2 chick. I'm gonna steal you. I'm gonna like fucking praise out to you, squirt all over the place. It's gonna be bad. Like you don't understand. It's gonna be bad. You know, it's gonna be good for you, but I don't think your twin's gonna like hearing about what I'm gonna do to you. Like, I'm gonna fuck you till you love me. I'm gonna be bad. Like you're not gonna want to leave. Because you're telling me you're hitting all the things that we've been looking for. And I've been like, I've had like, a thing on LinkedIn looking for like exactly what you're talking about here. Like this is bad. Don't fuck with me. He might actually love me. Everybody loves me. Like people in real life love me. It's only the people on the internet that hate me. Like everybody in real life loves me. It's the fucking internet people that are fucking weird. It's only on the internet. It's fucking bizarre. It's all their weird fucking communist cocksucking shit. I mean, the one thing that every brother would want is someone who they know they can trust and not do something fucked up and like scheme them something, I just want to eat tacos and fuck. It's like it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I've never scumbagged anybody in my entire life. I'm the one who's always getting fucking screwed. It's the truth. It's the truth. Oh, there you go. Aww. But that doesn't prove you're not fat. You're cute. I'm not gonna lie, you're cute. But that doesn't prove you're not fat. Okay? That's cute. I'm not gonna lie. That's cute. Okay? You're cute. I can tell, Irish girls ever had a good vagina. I'm not gonna lie. But that doesn't prove you're not fat. I need something better than that, okay? Like, you could be a fucking fat bitch. You could be like 400 fucking pounds in there, using the cat to hide yourself. Don't fuck with me. But you definitely look Southern. You definitely look like a Southern girl. You definitely look Irish. Yeah, how can you... What is that? What is that? I was a professional. I toured the world. You can't... you can't send me that. You're definitely cute, though. And you have the same amount of tism that I got. We both have the same amount of tism. That's good. Bless your heart, girl. Bless your heart. I don't give 2 shakes of a rattlesnake snail. Like I drank too much. 2 shakes of a rattlesnake's tail. That's a Southern saying. What other Southern sayings do I know? I just have a whole bunch of them. You're way too innocent for me. You're way too innocent for me. No, seriously, you're way too innocent for me. Like, it's not okay. No, it's kind of weird because, like, in one hand, I have this, like, hardcore set of Buddhist morals. In the other hand, I was an actual adult performer. You know what I mean? So I'm like... it's a split personality thing. But it doesn't break the boundaries of my Buddhist, like, life, which is weird. People don't understand it because they expect me to, like, be some fake character, and they don't understand the actual morality and what the rules really are, you know? So like on one hand I'm like this super like preppy, boring motherfucker, and then like the other hand I'm like this psychotic fucking pervert, but they both fall into the line of Buddhism, which is weird for people. They don't get it. Just happened here. I was okay. You're definitely too innocent. You gotta send something. You gotta send something. I know you're not a fat bitch. Okay, I'm not asking for like nude pictures, but I'm not gonna say no. But you gotta show me something that you're not a fat bitch, and then I gotta show my other girl and make sure like that you're okay. That she'd eat you out, because that might be a thing. Because threesomes are fucking are worth your time. If you haven't had a sexually starved Asian girl ever eat your pussy, you don't know what fucking life is like. So, I'm just saying. I think I scared her away finally. I scared her. She was cute. She was cute. Yeah, but she was cute. But, we don't want to break any girls' souls, We want to keep them intact. You can't hurt them. We don't want their souls to be broken. I know, you've seen what happens to the girls when the screws come loose and they squirt all over the place. It's not good. I think I scared her away. I scared her away. Oh God. And burger. Okay. really bad. Oh, God. Okay. I think I scared her away. Did I scare you away? Is that what happened? That was the thing I used to do at the clubs when I worked, which is why I never got in trouble or me too'd. When I was a promoter and I was doing the fetish parties, I would always go up to a girl like, hey, you're hot, can I molest you? And they would go like, what? I said, you are hot, can I molest you? And I would be really clear about it. Because I'm like, we're not going to have any like weird like half thing. It's either you're in or you're out. Like I would literally, I've done this, like, I can't even tell you how many times. Because I would have, like, when I was a performer, I'd have, like, a line of girls, like, between, like, 20 to, like, 50 girls, be waiting to just, like, see me. So every time I would go pick up a girl at the club, I wouldn't take any chances. Like, is it okay if I molest you? You know? This way they know. If it's not okay, let me know, because my intention is to molest you. I think you're cute. Can I touch your butt? Like, and they go, what? And I can be honest with you, I've said this to like a couple hundred girls. No one ever said no. I literally would say the same line. It was my line. No one ever said no. They were like, okay. And a couple of girls were like, what? And their friends would be like, he said, can he molest you? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, yes, I want to molest you. I want to touch your ass. Is that okay? I'm like, oh. Okay. And they try this is the weirdest thing. But honestly, I would be just as honest, because, like, I'll tell you a secret about alcohol. Alcohol only makes you more of who you are. Alcohol and money only make you more of who you are. Like, this is, like, literally me. It's just that, like, it's me without, like, or whatever. Like, I will be the same person sober. I will tell you the same shit, I promise you. I promise you, I owe my life. But you don't have to send your family pictures. That's fine. Like, you're cute. I believe you. I believe you're not. I have faith that you're not a fat bitch. I just want to see if you have a cute ass, you know? Just some titties, you know? But, yeah. Oh, you can take some. It doesn't take, it's not a lot of effort, you know? Just go like this. And always use an up angle. Don't use a down angle, because it makes you look weird. Always go from above, you know? I don't need anything. It's fine. I believe you. You have a cute face. You have a cute cat. I think you're a nice girl. You're okay. You can hang out. You know? I mean, you see one pussy, you see them all. You know? I just want to know you're not a fat bitch. But if you want to come hang out with me, you know, you're cute enough to hang out with me. You know, you seem sweet. You know? I do have a girlfriend 1,000 miles away. I'm not lying to you. And she knows I'm looking for a second girlfriend, so I'm not lying to you about that. So if you want to be, you know, but I've always been poly like that. I've always been, like, you know, so. Well, I only see your fucking face and you look stoned. I'm going to be honest with you. In that fucking photo, you look, you just, like, hit a fucking bong rip and then pet your cat. Like, I just ate brownies and hit the bong. Here's my cat. Like, you know, you're cute. You know, with no makeup on, you're cute. And I actually like that, the fact that you, like, you know, you don't have, like, any crazy makeup on, you have a cat, you know, it's cute. But I can't tell, like, what's going on, you know, like, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. You do look a little Asian, you know, you do look a little Asian, but that's probably because you smoke a lot of pot or eat some brownies. Like, you look like you were stoned in that picture. Cute, like, I put it in you, I'm not gonna lie, but, like, you can get it. But I gotta make sure you're not fat first. You see, at least you know, like, and this is like a lesson for everybody watching the stream. That's why I tell people not everyone should drink alcohol. Like, I only drink when I'm home alone. I won't drink outside. You'll see me, I'll have one beer. If, like, someone comes to go outside somewhere, I'll have one beer, and that beer will be with me for 3 hours. Like, I don't get drunk outside. But alcohol only makes you more of who you are. Some people are fucking violent assholes. Some people are fucking just, like, they want to fight all the time. I'm just a fucking weirdo who just wants to make stupid jokes and fuck. Like, that's just what it is. You know? Really? Because you look stoned as fuck in that picture. Like, I don't want to, like, blow your spot up and put the picture up again. You look high as fuck. I'm not going to lie. You look like you went to the dispensary, you ate a brownie, had some, like, you hit, like, 3 bong rips, and, like, you're like, my cat. Like, you look fucked up. You are Asian? Good, because I have a Chinese girl that will probably eat you out. So, if you want, we can arrange that. I'm just being honest. Like, you know, I have an Asian girl who's never eaten pussy, who wants to eat some pussy, and you're cute. We can make that happen. Like, we can make that happen. It's an actual thing. Not lying. I only really date Asian girls and, like, Irish, Italian girls. Like, it's all like, my girls are my staple. Like, I have girls fly in to visit me, and that's the only thing I date. Because I can't deal with anybody else. You know, I've don't get me wrong, I've been around, you know? Like, I've had Hooters girls, one of them was a black girl, and, you know, like, I'm just like, I can't do this. I just don't like Asian girls, Irish girls, Italian girls. Spanish girls are too crazy. They're just way too crazy for me. Black girls are way too crazy for me. I can't deal with it. I'm what do you call them, a demisexual? Like, if you can't get my brain, I just don't want to deal with you. And, you know, you look Asian enough. We'll make you Asian. We'll make you Asian by injection. I'll have this little Asian girl fucking sticking her tongue up your butt. You'll be happy. Trust me. So Memphis, Tennessee, how far is that? 6 hours? But on a scale of 1 to 10, how good is your ass? I mean, do you have a good butt? I mean, come on. You're a girl, you know. Like, most Irish girls I know, they all have great pussy. But, like, you know, like, some of them are flat as fuck. Do you have a nice ass? Like, just be real. Like, just be real. Like, don't lie to me. You have to go to bed. Wait a second. I'm not done inquisiting. I'm being the inquisitor. This is like a witch hunt. You can't just leave me now. We're trying to figure this out, you know? 138, 5'8". Because I have a rule. I have an actual rule. If I can't put my chin on your head, you can't take you to bed. It's a thing. So I'm 6'3". So 6'3", 5'8", you're just making the cutoff. So you're okay. 138. Yeah, you're not fat. That's good. But do you have tits and ass? Yes or no? Just like, I know you're trying to be a good girl. You're not like a whore. I get it. But you obviously want to fuck. So it's like, do you have tits and ass? Yes or no? Just yes or no. Just a yes or no. Like, honestly. Like, you know, B cup. We're talking A cup, C cup, B cup. What are we talking about? Like, you know, like what are we talking about dimensions here? Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't have to be big. I'm not looking for big. But I'm saying, like, are we hitting tailbone, or is there some cushion for the pushing? You'll be sorry. You're a cute girl. You're a good girl. No, honestly, you're a good girl. I appreciate you. I'm just, you know, I'm having fun. I'm being honest. You know? No, okay, so there's some padding. That's all I'm asking for. Like, I want to be able to distinguish your hips from your stomach and your tits. I want to make sure that when I'm hitting something, I'm not hitting tailbone. That's all I'm asking for. Like, I'm a simple man. I'm not asking for much, you know? Like, but, like, I don't want to hurt myself. You're an 80-year-old man getting me going. It's giving me content either way. See, people don't understand, like I have a whole bunch of trolls, and they don't realize that I was on the internet under different names for 25 years. So, like, I'll play along with anybody. because it just gives me content, gives me something to talk about. So I don't care. If you're an 80-year-old man, and but if you're a 37-year-old girl, I will fuck you till you love me. And I'm not saying this I'm not lying. That's the truth. Every girl, I'm telling you right now, I will fuck you till you love me. So if you're 37 and that's actually you, don't play the 80-year-old man card, because I will fuck you till you love me. Okay? I will be the best thing that's ever happened to you. You will go home very happy. I promise you that. How do you know what I want? I just don't want a fucking flat-chested bitch who fucking sucks like communist Satan's dick. You don't know what I want. I just want a girl that's not gonna fucking cause me any fucking problems, is not completely flat, and if I fucking put my dick in her, I'm gonna break my fucking, my stomach because she's a fucking tailbone sticking out. There was this girl, we called Bay 1, and we used to call her negative ass, because she was on drugs. I felt bad for her, But everyone knew her as negative ass, because even with jeans on, you can see her skeletal structure. I mean, come on, all I ask for is a girl to be sweet and not fat. And chunky's okay, but obviously fat. You're fucking obese. I don't want to fuck you. I'm sorry. No, fat is not beautiful. You can have a little extra, you know what I mean? You don't have to be a supermodel, but you're fucking 300 pounds, bro. You weigh more than a linebacker. I can't do that. I'm not doing it. Fat's not beautiful. Look, 5'8" and 138 is not bad. And 37, you're still kind of cute, I do you. I'm not going to lie to you. But I just want to know if you have a little bit of butt. Because that's my thing, I have an ass fetish. You have a little bit of butt. Can I, are the tits, at least hand size? In the butt, a hand? That's all I care about. My requirements for a girl is that she's sweet, she's not stupid, has an IQ over 80. You know what I mean? Doesn't do drugs, and at least, I can cup her tits and cup her ass. And, her pussy look like fucking roast beef falling out on the floor. We don't ask for much. We're not asking for much, guys. Understand this? I am really honest. I don't ever lie. That's the thing people hate about me. But that's why I was so successful, because I would always go up to girls like this. I'd be like, this is what I want. I'm not asking for much, just don't be disgusting. Can I see that there is an actual, you have hips that aren't part of your stomach? Are your hips not part of your stomach? Does your pussy not smell like fucking rotten cheese? Are there curtains and drapes, or we have some kind of weird thing hanging down there? We're not asking for much, guys. We just want to know that we're safe. I'm just having fun, No, but I'm definitely a demisexual. I play this game, but I won't hook up with a girl that I don't think is a good girl in their head, which sounds weird. So I've been with a lot of women, but I've always been very particular about the chi, the energy, So it's if they don't have good energy, I don't want anything to do with them, and so it's I don't want to deal with it. And if you have no ass at all, if you're a cardboard box, I'm not doing it, because I only care about doggy style. I'm a doggy style guy, I don't think if I don't have any ass, what am I gonna do with that? If it's literally what am I supposed to do with what am I gonna do with that? You might as well be a fucking 13-year-old boy. I can't deal with you. What am I supposed to do with that? Imagine this and you're fucking pounding into a tailbone right in your stomach. No one wants that. Nobody wants that. I'd rather a pear-shaped girl that has I can grab something. Something we hold on to, tell me where I'm going. At least give me some markers. If I can't tell your fucking waist from your shoulders, I don't want you. What the fuck? What is this, if a fucking tranny looks hotter than you, I can't do it. I'm not asking for much. Oh, God. Well, this has been fun. I appreciate my 80-year-old man. Good night, babe. I appreciate you. You know, and send me a normal picture. It doesn't take much, okay? I'm not asking for much. You don't have to be naked. Just like go like this and take a fucking picture so I know you're not a fat whore or like an 80-year-old man. That's all I'm asking for, okay? I'm gonna go to sleep also. I appreciate you. Thank you for the compliments, by the way. I appreciate you. I'm just having fun. You know, I use everybody for content. So if you're gonna chat, I'm gonna use you. Appa says good night, and you know, you keep being a good girl. Don't have any kids out of wedlock. Don't fucking like be a fucking slut. You know, only fuck guys that are worth it. I appreciate you, okay? And maybe you know, I'll invite you. Come by the house. You know, you're cute. And even if you're a little fat, I'd still do you because you're sweet. You deserve some dick. So, you know, I appreciate you. You compliment me. You try to, like, you know, get my soul happy. You deserve some dick. So you can come hang out. Have a good night, hon. All right? I'm done, guys. That was fun. You had a good night, a good chat. This is what my gaming stream used to be like. I used to have my harem used to be at my gaming stream. So I had like girls like giving me vodka and like all these like hot chicks around me, and you know that's like my normal life. So I'm glad you got to see it. I hope she's not a fat 30-year-old or 80-year-old man, but she's sweet. She looked like a good girl. So I'm gonna go to sleep because I gotta train in the morning because I gotta not be fat. I got sick too many times and I gotta cut this weight down. So getting back in shape. I'm getting there. It's just slow. I can do it faster, but I don't want to take any chances. So I'm doing it like the right way. So, you know, I'm inching my way across. But that's the problem is that even me out of shape, I can beat the fuck out of all of you guys. And you have absolute no chance with me. So it's like, that's why I'm like, it makes me lazy. When I was training my dragon style brother, like, you know, he used to say that. You gotta be careful when you get older because when your technique gets too good, you know you can beat up most people and you just get lazy, and it's so true. It's so true because I've had people fly in for lessons and they have like absolutely no chance, and I'm not even in good shape, and I can still kick them in the face. So it's been, I've learned my lesson. I'm still young enough. Like I haven't hit 50 yet, close. So I gotta like, you know, do the right thing and get my kung fu back to the street. Because like I've been doing Tai Chi since I was 17. If I don't stay looking 30 at 70, I fucked up, you know? Like I didn't do the thing. So you know Wing Chun? Get the fuck out of here. You know Wing Chun? I know Wing Chun. Bang Sao, Tan Sao. But yeah, I've been getting out of shape. Like I got sick. I've been through a lot of shit. People dying, all this stuff. I'm in the middle of nowhere myself, so I've been through a lot of shit. But I did this. I started doing this to document my training progress, and then I got sick again. So this is the second wave of me retraining, and I'm gonna get jacked just to fucking scare people and go on my revenge tour because so many people talk so much shit, and they gotta get their fucking ass beat. I said it pretty good? Okay. I don't know what I said pretty good, but I'm glad I said it pretty good. I didn't even know you were still here. What did I say pretty good? You know, I'm just trying, like, listen, I try to live the moral life, honor my ancestors, you know, live the code of it, you know, like, I'm supposed to be this grandmaster martial arts guy, you know? I live the fucking life. I have some fucking whiskey and I drink and I play guitar. It's like oh my God, you're such a bad guy. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the worst thing I do. And this is what you're going to get drunk. So this is the real me. You know, I talk shit. And oh, Tansa. Yeah, I mean, I did Wing Chun. It was the second, like, well, no, the second one. I mean, I started karate when I was really little. But, like, I consider my adult years 13 and on. I didn't start Wing Chun until I was, like, 16. I learned first from a book and then from people in the parks. So, but I spoke Cantonese fluently. So Tan Sao, like, you know, Lap Sao, Don Sao, like, I know Cantonese. So for me, Wing Chun's easy. But I didn't actually learn the forms. I did each form a couple of times, but because I was so high level in my karate style, their moves are already in it. So I already programmed Tan Sao, Bang Sao, like, in my karate form. So when I learned Wing Chun, I didn't need to learn Silam Tao, the Buji. I didn't need to learn that stuff. I already had the moves in my hands. So I just played Chisao with a lot of people, and that's how I got my Wing Chun. So like in one hand, my Wing Chun is very bad, but my Wing Chun is very good because practicality, I can play Chisao with anybody, and they're gonna have a problem. But I don't know the forms. Like I don't know Buji, I don't know Silam Tao. Like, I only did it a couple of times in the 90s. But because my karate had it already, I didn't need the form. So just playing Wing Chun with people, I became very dangerous. I played with very high level people, so like for me, like I know Wing Chun, the essence of it. I can't teach Wing Chun as a system. I teach the theory, but yes, I mean I know Wing Chun very well. Yeah. So I mean, my Taiji has a lot of Wing Chun in it, because I look at my Taiji is the big brother. And the Wing Chun's a little sister. And when you look at Yang style, the Yang style Taiji is like, it's the big brother. Like if you look at the old style, we have all the hand sets, but they're hiding because the Taiji was meant to be passed on through the Communist Revolution, was illegal. So people don't know the real history and they don't know how to use it. They only see the wrestling and the stuff that was allowed by the fucking, the bullshit. But my Wing Chun's pretty good. I don't like to say that because I don't want to, I don't want to take away from other people's lineage. My Wing Chun's pretty good. But my Wing Chun was taught to me from people in the parks in Chinatown from playing, not from doing the form. Like I learned Wing Chun from, fighting, from doing Wing Chun. So I know the moves, I know the 16 hands, I know all the things, but I didn't learn it the way normal people learn it. So I don't want to go around saying I can teach it like them, because I can't. And I don't want to disrespect the masters who do it. So you have absolutely no chance of taking me down. Like, I mean this, like, I've gone up against the best in the world. And I mean the best in the world. Olympic wrestlers, like the coaches from the fucking, I'm talking about like the best in the world. I've beaten the best in the world. You have absolutely no chance of ever taking me off my feet. Zero fucking chance. I mean this literally. I've gone against the Olympic fucking Greco team, fucking like, the Olympic. I've gone against everyone who's at the fucking like top world level. And the best, they got 50-50 because I let them. Because out of respect, I don't want to show them up. I had the fucking coach from the Greco-Roman wrestling team, the USA powerlifting champion of the world, okay? He used to teach at the New York Leather Club. And I was beating his ass with his friend who was like this fucking 2-time world champion jiu-jitsu guy. Like, you have zero chance. I'm saying it because of my autism. I'm telling you, you have absolutely no chance of taking me down ever. Like, it's not going to happen. I've gone to get, like, I was at Equinox. I'm telling you a story. I'm in my 30s there, okay? All the trainers in the 20s. And we have this meeting. And there's like 50 of our trainers every like second Wednesday or something. We have this like big fucking team meeting. And for whatever reason, it was a play fighting. So there's this big fucking like, corn-fed fucking kid from the South. A mutant powerlifter kid. He had to be like almost like 270, 280. And for whatever reason, we started fucking around. And there's 50 people in the club, like in the main hall. And we start wrestling. And everyone said, "You look like you got cold." And I tossed this motherfucker like a rag doll. 3 weeks later, some other guy, an older guy, comes to me. He's like, in the locker room. He's like, "Yo, what happened with you and Ian?" I'm like, "I don't know what he's talking about." He's like, "Oh yeah, they're in the meetup. You wrestled them." I'm like, "Oh yeah, like we were playing around. I did this, blah blah blah." He's like, "Do you know who that is?" It turns out he was the like top-ranked AAA Greco-Roman wrestler from Penn State, 37-2 record, and the kid's words were, "I treated him like a small child." You have absolutely no chance. I don't mind stalkers. You could be my stalker fan. I've been on the internet since the beginning of the internet. I have stalkers who are actual stalkers. I have people who want to kill me. I'm on the Antifa fucking list on their website. I'm on the FBI list. I don't mind stalkers. I just care if you're a nice person. And if you prove that you're a good girl, you deserve dick. So if you want to fuck, we fuck. But no, honestly, you have absolutely no chance. I'm not saying this to be me. Like, look, watch my videos. Like I have 200. Though, if you go to the video tab, not the like, if you go to the, I have 200 lessons. You'll see, and I have like 50 shorts. You'll see me teaching. You absolutely have zero chance of moving me at all. It sounds crazy, but it's not going to happen. I've gone against the best of the best. I've taught the best of the best. I was a trainer at the highest level in the entire world. And I can tell you in all honesty, there's two things I'm good at, is music and martial arts. And I can tell you right now, there's 0.001% of the population who can get me off my feet. I don't care if they're UFC, I don't care who the fuck they are. They're going to have a problem. Because I'm telling you, I've gone up against the best of the best of the best. And they had a problem. And they all respect me. It's only the online retards who don't give me any respect. So I promise you, you're not going to get me off my feet, girl. I'm not saying it to be like to brag. I would never even talk. If I didn't drink, I probably wouldn't even say this. But this is the truth. Like, I went on a ninja mission to uncover the real Taiji because I was already at such a high level in my karate that, like, I was the original, like, the descendant of all these, like, high-level masters from this old style from the war that doesn't exist anymore. And I learned Taiji. Like, I learned it from, William Chen, and I was like, wait a second, this isn't the real stuff. And I was like, oh, hell no, I gotta find it. So I used I was a hack. I went on a mission for 20 years to go find real Tai Chi. And I went to everybody. And the way I learned it, the way I perfected it, was I would fucking let anybody wrestle me. And and even my karate, I would always, cross-train. Because it's not going to work if you don't fucking play other people. And I'm in New York. So I would go up against, like, high-level people all the time. There's literally nobody in Tai Chi right now who's at a higher level than the people I went up against. I went up against, William Chen's professional, like, world champion guys. I've beat the world champion guys, like, not just William Chen, but other people. Like, I've gone either 50-50 or I've beat them. I've gone up against everybody in New York, and nobody, like, if I didn't want them to move me, if I wanted to take them out, they couldn't do anything. They literally couldn't do anything. It's not me just being a dick. I'm telling you, like, real talk. It's my only goal, my thing in life. My martial arts is why I pay for college. So I can say this with all reality. You're never gonna move me. I was ninja. I started in ninjutsu, taijutsu, like, before I even learned, like, other martial arts, and then I went to Aki-Jiu-Jitsu at the Brownsville Recreational Center. So in my early years, I started with ninjutsu, taijutsu, like all, like, the Japanese style, and then I went to Aki-Jiu-Jitsu. I started boxing first, and I was like 3 or 4 years old. I had my first cage match. I was 6. 5 or 6. I don't know if it was in kindergarten or first grade. I wasn't in second grade yet, but I had my first, like, actual match, bare knuckle boxing. I was like 5 or 6, and then, I did kickboxing. Because I never paid for any lessons. It was just people in the neighborhood just saw me and took me in because they thought I was, like, And I learned karate from an exchange student. I was 6 years old, and it was in Ozone Park, Queens. I was his only friend, and that's the reason why his father, it was like Bloodsport. Now that I look at it, because he looked like the guy from the master from Bloodsport. His father looked exactly like the guy. And I go in his backyard, and he's like, can I show him? He goes, Oos. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then this little kid, 7 years old, takes a red brick. They were just in control, and he just goes, ah, boom, and he breaks a fucking brick. I go, wow. I'm like 5, 6 years old. I just see this Japanese kid break a brick. I'm like, please show me that. That's so cool. So I spent a year and a half training with him and his father. I don't remember his name. That's the first karate I learned, like real karate, I don't know if it was Goju or karate. I was too young. He didn't speak good English, but I learned karate from them. And I used to fuck up all the kids in the neighborhood. I did kickboxing with this other kid, Carlos. And then I came back to New York. I moved to Jersey. I came back to New York, and then I learned Aki-Jiu-Jitsu in the Brownsville Recreational Center. And then I started going into, like, the Korean karate. And the style I do doesn't exist anymore. And then from there, I learned all this other stuff. Because I was training Dragon Style and other things like that on the side, because I was the Chinese gangs. And I was in the Guardian Angel, so I learned all this other stuff. And then I wound up, later, my master's student was William Chen's first certified instructor. So that's how I learned Taiji, from the first place. And then I wound up training with this guy Avi, who was like the U.S. national champion for push hands. So that was before 2001. You know, like my story, and like I can't even explain my story because like it's so crazy that people won't believe it. You know, and it's hard to explain. Like, and the fact that I lived that life, and I thought it was normal. You know, but like people would never expect that I trained that hard and with that kind of level of people, you know, like ATF and FBI and all the CIA, all these fucking crazy goons that were teaming me as a kid. And I was doing private security, I'm working for the mafia, I'm working for the fucking government, I'm working for all these fucking people. You know? And I said, I'm going to become a Buddhist in 2001. I said, no, I'm not going to deal with the military, I'm not going to deal with any of the government, I want to become a Buddhist. So I wound up becoming a Buddhist and then fucking playing in a black metal band. And then I became a porn star. Like, this is a fucking weird story that no one can accept, you know? Real Tai Chi is very cool. The problem is that people don't understand what Tai Chi is. And it's not Chi, it's Ji. Tai Chi or Tai Chi, it's in Cantonese, it's Tai Chi. It's force. The Chi is something different. So they don't even, because the opinion is all fucked up. But when you understand what Tai Chi really is, what it really means, it's not one style. So people think Tai Chi and they think it's old people in the park. It's not what it is. It's not what it was originally was supposed to be, and they have no idea what it really is. And these people will come to me in gangs and try to like attack me like the fucking communists and the Antifa, same thing. And they don't know. Like I grew up in Chinatown. I lived and I trained with the fucking Chinese who came off the boat. You've never seen a Chinese person in your life. You don't know what Tai Chi is. You don't know what it means. You know, like they don't know. Like they have no idea what it really is. Like what it's supposed to be. You know? And when you really understand what Tai Chi really is and you see it everywhere, it's crazy. It's like I put the square in the square hole and the round circle in the square hole and the triangle in the square. It's just like that. Yeah, no, I trained with like real deal, like the Black Dragons, Chin Wu guys, fucking like Chinese military. I trained with everybody. I train with like the top of the top, and then when it comes down to the modern push hands, like I've trained with the best of the best. I've played against the best of the best. I've trained with the best of the best. I've beaten the best of the best. So like I can, but people can't accept it because they look at me and they see my presentation, and they have a lot of problems with it. So for the last like 18 years, I've got nothing but bullshit from all these like weird liberal fucking weirdos on the internet. Attacking me and saying, "Oh, you're this," whatever the fuck it is. But like, I'm the only one that actually has the real legit stuff. They don't believe it. It is what it is. But anyway, long story short, 138-pound girl has no fucking. There's no way in hell. Like, I will literally stand on one leg blindfolded. You have no chance whatsoever. At all. Like, literally, you have no chance. Like, I say this with, confidence. I'm sorry, but, I have no chance. I think you're sweet. I think your Wing Chun's probably good, But the odds of you actually moving me, like, moving me 1 inch off of my base is -0. Like, -0. Like, you have no chance. And it's hard to express that because I look like sweet and like, people think like, oh, no. Like, no, you have no chance. It was last New Year's. It was last New Year's even before that. The first time I go out, because I'm a homebody, I'm a hermit, I do nothing but meditate and do kung fu. But I went out on New Year's Eve and this fucking guy, he had to be like 6'7" and like 290. And for whatever fucking reason, I'm at this bar with my mechanic and he decided to try me. And I have the pictures. I'll send you the pictures. Like, it's so crazy. And I fucking leveled this guy. And he had to be like 290. Like, a 135 girl has no chance of moving me ever. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. You have 0 chance. Like, 0 fucking chance. All right. You be a good girl. Go to sleep. I'm going to go tell my other girl and give her tucks, because I give my girlfriend's tucks. But, you have a shot at being number 2, as long as you're, like, not a communist and you're cute. So, Thank you I appreciate your compliments and hanging out. I really appreciate it. You know, I've been doing a lot of shit, so I appreciate you. But go be a good girl, go to sleep. And I'm gonna go hang up, and I'm gonna go tell my other girls, be a good girl, go to sleep. Have a good night, hon. Okay, and send me a picture that doesn't look like you're hiding behind a cat. Like, you know, you're cute. You don't have to hide. I'm not asking for nude, but I just want to know that you look like, you know, not like this, but like this. That's all I'm asking for. You know, like I'm not asking for a lot. Just look like this and not like this, and you'll be okay. You have a cute face, nice teeth, cute cat, and you're sweet. You already get the dick. You don't have to worry about it. Just don't be like 400 pounds, and you're okay. Argentina. All right. If you're from Argentina, I should play one more track. Because you're from Argentina. So I'll do one more song because you're from Argentina. I don't like skinny girls either. I like natural girls who I can grab onto something. You don't have to worry. I just want to make sure you don't look like this. You have a cute face, a nice cat. You've already passed the test. You're a nice girl. You're not a communist. You're from the South. Almond eyes. As long as you're not a fat bitch, we'll hang out. You know, like, you know, my girl's not going to mind. She'll want to watch. So as long as you let her watch, we're okay. It'll be on the camera, but, you know. Get some sleep. I'm going to play one more for Dario Castro from Argentina. And then I'm going to go to sleep myself. But you be a good girl and get to work. But send me a picture. Don't be so shy. You know, my standards aren't that high. You know, but compared to like the fat bitch world, they're kind of high. You're not a fat bitch, I can tell. You'll be okay. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Just send me. If you want to send me a picture of your butt in some underwear, I'm not gonna say no. But I don't. You know, I'm not looking for that. You know, but I'm not gonna say no. You know, show off a little bit. I won't share it with anybody. I have literally 100 naked girls on my phone. No one's ever seen them, so you don't have to worry about it. You'll be okay. I promise you. I give you my word. If you send me something like that's like provocative, it's never gonna get anywhere. You'll be fine. Because I would never let that happen to me. Argentina, Dario, what kind of music do you like? What kind of style should I play? I've been drinking, so I may be sloppy. Any suggestions of a jam track? You fucking hear this? C sharp later. We'll do this one. fucking drunk. I fucked up. Okay, what time is it? It's 11:06. I don't know if I'm even gonna play anymore. I've played this one track at least like 8 times on the stream. I need to play something that I haven't heard before for me to be happy. I played this at least 3 times. Dun, 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 dun. What's the matter? What's the matter? What do you need? I fed you. I've watered you. I've done every other things. What do you need? What is it? What do you want? What's the matter? You just keep bumping into me. What do you want, bro? Do you know what you want? Dude, you gotta chill. I mean, you're cute, but you're being a pain in the ass. Like, go take care of your stuff. Can I finish the song? Is it okay if I finish the song, Appa? You're gonna keep bumping into me, okay? Fucking cat. They're gonna stop bumping into me. It's really rude. It's actually rude, Alpha. You can't just keep bumping into me. It's not right. I feed you, I love you, you don't keep knocking into my face. Yes, I love you. Come on, show me some respect. Show me some respect. Can you do that? Some little respect? I'm not asking for much. What is this? What the fuck are we doing? Minor. Okay. Oh, I got a text message. I gotta check my text messages, guys. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know who's still watching, but I don't think anybody really cares if I take a little break. Okay, what was I? You guys stop bumping me? This cat is being like violent. You're really looking for attention, you little fuck. Are you gonna stop like, kicking me? Oh my god. He's too much. Alright, let's do one more, different one, and then I'm gonna call it a night. And I have to get up in the morning train. I'm not feeling that. No, come on, here's something scary. I'm not gonna get anything scary. Alright, we'll do this one. This is the last one. Whatever. keeps texting me? Hold on a second. There's nobody here. I can fuck off. Let me go. Nobody's here. Doesn't matter. I can fucking do what I want. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. So I had to fucking take care of business. I have business to take care of. Is anybody still here listening to this bullshit? Because I'm not going to kill myself. I'm just going to go fucking eat a taco or sleep. To be honest. Let's rewind that a little bit. We'll do this one. Where are we? This was a cool song. Okay. Okay, there's nobody here. I don't have to play anymore. I'm gonna go eat a taco. But I appreciate everybody who comes to support. You know, I gotta train tomorrow morning at like 6 a.m. Maybe I'll do 8. I'll just push it over. I'm just being my autism. I just want to keep pushing and keep playing, but like I'm done. No one's here. No one's hanging out, and I've done all the things. I got my training in, but it's been fun. You know, I appreciate the few people that come to support. Appa's saying goodbye, and he's gonna keep. I don't know what it is with him today, but he's been like bumping me. Like every time I try to play, he's like knocking into me. Dude, I already fed you like 4 times today. What do you want? What do you want? You won't leave me alone. I know, I should go eat some tacos. We don't need to be doing this. YouTube doesn't love us. We don't need to be here. I know, I agree. YouTube doesn't love us. Exactly. YouTube doesn't deserve us. We should just leave. You good? Okay. I'll stop. I'll go hang out with you, watch a movie. You want to watch a movie? You watch some anime? Okay, watch some anime. Okay. I know that's what you want. You want to watch Naruto? Or Boruto? Boruto. Okay. Okay, watch Boruto. We'll eat a taco and I'll give you treats and watch Boruto. Is that okay with you? Is that okay? You can stop knocking things over? If I watch Boruto with you? If I go watch Naruto with you, you can just stop like knocking things over? Would that be okay with you, Appa? Yeah? He's knocking the water bottle over. Okay, I'll accept that. Alright, he's not going to let me play in peace. I'm just going to go. Because he's really like wants attention. You want me to go watch Naruto? Okay, we're going to watch Naruto. You want treats? I know. Okay, we'll get you some treats. We'll watch Naruto. Because obviously I can't play without you knocking into me for the next fucking 30 minutes. You're not going to let me go, huh? You want to say hi, everybody, before I go? You want to say hi? Come up, say hi. Say goodbye to everybody. Come on. Okay. All right, I know, I gotta go. He's not gonna let me play anymore. He's not gonna let me. All right, guys, it's been fun. I got my practice in, whatever it was, and I'm gonna have one more shot and go to sleep because, you know, it's nice to not feel fucking pain and be able to sleep through a night. So I'll have one more half shot. And my brothers are waiting here, and salud. I love you guys. In human sense, I love you. Thanks for your presence. Practice your gratitude. See you maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It's really how I feel after training. This is week 1 of my second phase of training. I'm like, I don't want to do it, but I have to do it. So I may be on. You know, I feel like I've gotten my guitar practice in. Like I don't like, you know, I don't need to practice anymore for what I want to do because I just want to do like, you know, people ask me to play bullshit. But I might make this another month thing. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But peace out. Stay away from the cities. You know, there's gonna be a lot of bad stuff happening. And yeah, stay away from weirdos. You know, people that, you know, want to protest funerals and fucking be fat and ugly and weird. Just stay away from them. Okay, see you guys later.